Okay, I'm just going to share a personal experience and then probably I'll come to that. So I was working as a programmer, computer programmer for a large part of my career. Many times when I used to change organizations or change projects, and I start with a new project. Multiple times I also change with new project the technology, the languages. I was working on C Sharp and then I joined a new company. They were working on Ruby. So I had to learn Ruby. And then after a while, I quit that company and joined another. So I had to learn Java. Like the project was on Java. So change in organization, change in companies came with a change in language. Okay. What happened is I used to join this new company. I had a good salary, a really good salary in all my jobs because I was from a prestigious engineering college. But when I used to go to a new project with a new set of language or technologies, in the first few months, whenever I used to get stuck, and you do get stuck, you get a task and you get stuck, my first instinct was to ping or text my team lead or some senior member or my manager. So my first instinct used to be and ask for help. Any confusion, any problem, anything is not working out as expected. Hello, I need help. Hello, necesito ayuda. Hello, help. Aidez-moi. And in those initial months, in all those, I got a very negative feedback. Like everybody was fed up of me. You are being paid such a high amount of money as an engineer, and every little thing that you get stuck or you get wrong, you first thing you do is pull somebody up from their work, approaching them. People are nice, and I'm a very intelligent person, so I know which people to trouble. Right? Those कुछ लोग होते हैं ना फहीम, which are good people, so you take advantage of them.
Yeah.
So you just how do you solve problems? And yeah, after getting 2 3 such feedback, I realized, yeah, that's a tendency I have. I just ask for help. Why do I do that? Why do I do that? Now, for him, can you help me out? Atif, anyone? Why did I do that?
Well, if you're a programmer, then you should be able to look up all the problems. Maybe like
Because you see them
with
as maybe your primary resource.
I think when I thought about it recently, is that newness thing was you work with something, you get comfortable in that thing over the years, Atif, right? You know you get comfortable while doing it again and again and again and again. You know the tricks and tips. You change. There's a fear of new. You don't know. It's like there's a fear. I don't know this thing, and that's the thing that you tell yourself. Although it's pretty similar to the thing. It's all the languages are pretty similar. The newness and another excuse that I used to give myself is I'm not interested in this. This is not my calling. This is not my true calling. So I used to use that as an excuse because I'm not interested in this. I better get this done from somebody else. I'm not going to do it. So if I get stuck in French, Atif, when I'm preparing for the lecture, yesterday I was preparing for the pronoun on. That was the lecture yesterday. So there's this expression which I use a lot. Right? Je vous en. You must have heard me saying this multiple times. I think you don't. Yeah, you don't use it. You use the here. Cool. Whatever. So I was learning this, and obviously I realized that there's on here, and we are talking about on, pronoun on. This is coming before the verb, so this is definitely a pronoun. So what is on doing here? What is on indicating there? So I looked on internet. I didn't get an answer. It's not a typical question, so I couldn't get an answer. So I started thinking, okay, what could be that? I tried for like 30 minutes, all permutations, combinations. I couldn't get it. Then I asked Chloe. So she said, this is like, where do you say this? So I say, is this for you are welcome? Like when somebody says thank you, merci beaucoup, I say je vous en prie, like you are welcome. So then she said, okay, then look at this. How about this? You say je vous prie de ne pas me remercier. So what is prie? Prie is a verb actually. The verb is prier. Pray, to beg, to request. So I request you to not thank me. Remercier is to thank. This is direct object pronoun. To not thank me. By the way, infinitive जो होता है ना, जैसे पहले is infinitive. Negation of infinitive is napa पहले. We have not learned infinitive as a separate topic. When we do, we will learn that. Okay, napa pahale is the negative of this infinitive. So napa more remercier, to thank me. So what we do, guys, is after preposition the, to make it a shortcut, we say Je vous en prie. That's the logic of it. Point is, I did all this. I had a chat, I had a lookup, I had everything. Why? Because I'm interested in this thing. You need to have this. If you are going to succeed, you need to look up, you need to fight. We get stuck on small things or whatever. Our first instinct is to ask for help. There's nothing wrong in it. I'm not demonizing that. I just give my own example. By the way, I did overcome that for him just to complete the positive story. Once I got the bad feedback from my team lead, I realized that I can't just keep on outsourcing my effort. Just rip the internet apart and do whatever in my capacity, watch the YouTube video, everything. Even after that, even after putting up the fair amount of fight, if I'm confused or if I have just can't get it done, then only I will approach you. Everybody agreed. I did that. Everybody got super happy. My salary increased even further. Point is that you need to put up fight. Why? Because that fight is what gives you education. That fight is what improves you. That fight is what is learning is about. We have this problem in India where we sometimes consider teachers or leaders as encyclopedia, or the job of teacher is to give answers. The job of teacher is not to just give answers. If that is the job of teacher, you don't need me. Just use Google. My job is to motivate you. My job is to make sure that you get all the reasons to find your own answers. Are you getting what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because the more answers we give you, you're not going to learn anything. The more we do for you, you're not going to learn anything. The learning is not about asking, if I keep on doing that, I remain the shitty engineer all the time for him. I get the job done. My program runs. My monthly salary is deposited. But I'm not becoming a better engineer by doing that.
Yeah, I understand because I worked as a programmer before. So
Yeah. So I go to next job, I'll do the same thing. Because I don't learn. Because I don't fight. When you put up this fight, you learn. How many things I learned? Atif, look at this. I learned this verb. I learned the negation of infinitive. I learned the direct or indirect object pronoun. I learned 3 things in just to understand one thing.
Yeah, understand.
This is what is learning is about. People sell results. People say, personal attention will be given. Why do you need personal attention? You don't need personal attention. You need to give motivation. You need to show them the path, and you need to tell them the truth, and you need to motivate them. So they find their own answers. Unless they do that, they're not going to learn. You don't want to make them parasites. Because parasites, people are never going to succeed. So next time, Jyotsna, any question you have, any confusion you have, you put up a fight first.
Yes.
Before asking your study partner, before asking your classmates, before asking anyone else, you put up a fight first. Not because people should not help you, but because first you should be able to help yourself. Because that is the learning, that is education. Put up fight. And even after fight, there will be some scenarios. Like eventually I had to go to Chloe because there was no answer for this. It was extremely difficult to even search for this. So I did. I even modified her answer. I took something from her and I built on it. Actual full sentence is this, and the shortcut form is this is where we got into. The more you ask for help, the less you learn. It may feel good. I know it's an emotional need sometimes. I don't like programming. I don't like programming. This is not my calling, right? For him, we tell ourselves that, right? Something is difficult. I don't like this. Don't we do that?
yep,
Like
sometimes.
when people start attending guitar classes, first 15 days fingers hurt. So they, sir, my fingers are very short. No, I can't play this. I mean, I think my body is not built up for guitar. My skin is very soft, sir. It hurts too much. We resist. Any change, we resist. Anything, any pain, we resist. We would rather have that somebody, take the pain away and make it easy for us. But art, especially art, you can't learn an art without going through the practice and pain and repetitions. You can't. And language is an art. So art comes with practice. You cannot learn art. You practice art. That's why you need 3 hours a day.